Alright, here is the video review for SMOKEBOMBER from Iron Factory's Armored Tactical Staff set. It was smokescreen, prowl, and silver streak / blue streak. In the set, I split this with a friend, so my friend Ian. So this is, I just got smokescreen. I was going to get prowl, but he fell in love with prowl, so whatever. I like smokescreen, he's cool. But, so you're not going to do the whole set. Now here is the base vehicle mode. You can actually pop these bumpers off too if you want. If you want a even more basic car mode. There's a little bit of parts forming on him, but we'll mostly these panels right here. But you can have a little base car, racer car like this, with none of the accessories attached. The set comes with like a couple each of the various modes of pistol. You can see there's a smaller pistol, a larger rifle, and then an even bigger rifle here. And let's see if we can't tone this down a little bit. That's really bright. So yeah, you get a couple of each of these. Set I got came with one of each of the 3 types of pistols. There's also like some little shields in the set. I may end up springing and getting the whole set and having an extra smoke screen, who knows. But here's the base vehicle mode. It's got the wheels that are wheels on the outside, but not all the way through, which roll okay. You can kind of see how he's folded up there underneath. I kind of like these little teal accents on his hips. Anyway. So there's the base vehicle mode, and like I said, if you want, you can even pop these off to have just a small basic car mode, and then you can attach the little dirt pad or splatter guard / bumpers here, wheel covers. There's also a more armored bumper. It goes on, it just pegs into the front. And then this little 38 window, this is the plain one, although this one will not give him the door wings and such in robot mode. So if you pop this off, just pop it off like that. It's just this little piece. There's another piece that has his shoulder cannons and the door wings and everything. You leave them folded up like that you can attach to the vehicle mode. And so there you've got a little bit more of a bulky Cybertronian vehicle mode. And then the guns, of course. Like this one has a peg on either side, so you can attach it on the one hand and plug them in back here underneath what will be the feet. However you wish to do it. Plug in the guns back here. You can armor up the car as well. There's also a spot here in the middle. You could plug one of the weapons into the middle of the car as well. So yeah, you can armor him up. And then to transform him, again, we'll go ahead and pop these front pieces off, because those are going to end up plugging up here on this tab in robot mode. But open up this, go ahead and bring the legs back and pull them forward there at the knee. So rotate them so they look like legs, split them apart. This piece with the foot rotates on the inner piece here. Okay, we'll around that way. And then this whole assembly rotates down, and then you continue to rotate the whole wheel, not just the outer rolly part, around to form the foot. Same on this side. Bring it around, flip it down, then you continue to bring it around until it forms the foot. And it does have a ball joint there at the toe, so you got some pretty decent ankle articulation here in robot mode as well, which we'll go over in a minute. The arms come out to the untab. There's little tabs here on the inner arm that tabs into the torso, and then come down on these supports here. And then the hood folds down. And if you want to, you can just leave it like that. But if you want to kind of store these on his back, which is kind of cool, because you can still also, if you want, flip the door wing, open up the door wings, flip them up on the ball joint, and they still kind of sit there behind his shoulders, just not as high up. So again, open up, unfold the door wing completely, and it's on a ball joint right up here. So you can have those behind him, and that's a way of, if you just want to give him the silver guns without them all the way up on his shoulders. However, the piece that they're on, this whole assembly rotates up. This is also on a ball joint, so you can rotate this whole assembly up. You want to flip the door around again. And bring it up a little higher so these sit right up on the shoulder guns like the old toy did. Brings the door wings up a little higher so they're more visible. You can see there's the 2 sides, up and down. You don't even have to have the door wings displayed. You can leave them folded up if you just want to store everything on his back, which is kind of cool. It gives him a little bit of a cleaner look. Or you could, again, if you don't want anything at all, you could just pop this on and then you'd have no door wings or weapons. Bring those up like that. And then, like I said, these little shoulder pad pieces, instead of tabbing in back here, tab in up top on his shoulders, like that, and like that. And then you can hold any of the pistols. What I usually do is I have them hold the two larger cannons. I put one in one hand, one in the other. And then I store the smaller one using one of the side posts. I store it across his back like that. So when he's in robot mode, he can store all of his weapons and such, with the exception of this extra. The only piece that I've got that doesn't store is this extra piece right here. But yeah, so you've got ball joints here on the shoulder guns, ball joints at the door wings, the hinge in the door wing, although that's mostly for transformation. But you might be able to get some interesting angled on the wings out of it if you so choose. He does have a ball joint head, a little difficult to move, getting or reaching around these things, but it does turn semi-easily once you get a grip on it. And you can look side to side. Ball joints at the shoulders, ball joints at the elbow. These little cannons on his arm do rotate. They may even pop off. They do, in fact, pop off. There's a peg there. The wrists do not rotate. Wrists are a solid piece with the forearm. He does not have a waist swivel. Does he have a waist swivel? No. Maybe. Oh, he does. Okay, you gotta lift this panel up here, but he does have a waist swivel. Ball joints at the hip. Thigh swivel. Well, he's starting to swivel off of there. How are you swiveling off there? I don't see how that piece can even swivel out. Anyway. Oh, it was just turned around is what the problem was. Hinge knee. And then as I mentioned before, the ball joint there kind of goes forward into the toe. So you get front to back movement on the hip toe. A little bit of extra movement with the wheel if you move the whole wheel assembly. And then a good side to side there because of the ball joint. But yeah, he's a neat little dude. He's really kind of making me want to buy a set to get the prowl, or maybe I'll just find a single prowl on eBay. Maybe that'll happen, because I really dig this mold. But I like him as smokescreen. I like the colors. Like I said, I like the little teal accents on his hips there. They kind of stick out from the rest of the colors, the red and blue and white around the rest of him. What a fun little figure. So there is Iron Factory Smoke Bomber from their Armored Tactical Staff set.